president. He's got counter demonstrations of hundreds of thousands of people in the streets. Give us a snapshot of what's going on and how dangerous.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. Yes, South Korea is, in many ways, our most trusted treaty partner. They're part of the CHIPS equation. And President Yoon, they are in the fight of their lives right now against essentially a communist coup. Most of these on legacy media, when you see these protests against martial law, 1/3 to 2/3 of those are actually Chinese that have been flown in. This is absolutely crazy. Let's go to this first slide here to explain the lineup of what's going on, please. Here we go, Denver. There we go. So on your left, that's Lee, the leader of the Democratic Party. He's left wing. He's actually pro-China. He calls the U.S. an occupation force. He says, and now he was just convicted of malfeasance. This is why you're seeing everything going on. He was convicted of malfeasance, and that means he potentially can't even run for president, which he wants the presidency. He's a hardcore left-winger, pro-China. He wants U.S. forces out, calls us an occupation force, wants the THAAD missiles out, and works very closely. Now, to the right, that first green oval, that's President Yoon. He declared martial law on December 3rd and 4th. Well, why was that? Now, martial law has a very bad history and background in South Korea, so everybody's gut reaction was, okay, this is bad. And it was in many ways bad, but he did that strategically so that he could launch a raid on the National Election Commission to seize evidence of actually Chinese election interference. That was the whole reason, because legally, that's the only way he could do it, to raid the National Election Commission. Let's go to the next slide, please. So what happened was, after that, there was a vote to impeach Yoon. Okay, so then the presidency passed to Han Duck-soo. Okay, now he was impeached on December 27th, and the presidency is now President Che. And again, on the left, that's the Democrat Party. They control the National Assembly. It's a unicameral body, but they have 192 seats. The right is the populist Make Korea Great Again Party. These are conservatives. They're in the fight of their lives. There's so much election malfeasance. They have 108 seats in the National Assembly, but that's what's going on. So there is huge gatherings now on legacy media. All you see is the impeachment. It's actually not like that. Let's see the next slide, please. This is the three centers of gravity in Seoul. So that center one, that's the office of the presidency. That's a very important one. It's right next to Yongsan, the old U.S. military, Dragon Hill Lodge, right there. That's where the office of the presidency is. The National Assembly is over on the left. That's Yeouido Island, and that's where Lee really holds power, and that's where he's really conducting this coup from, is the National Assembly. Now, just yesterday, they're 12 hours ahead of us, but a huge gathering. The new presidential palace is over to the right. That's where hundreds of thousands of South Koreans trying to stop the steal have been at, and they did effectively, because they're using the term insurrection. You can come back to me here, Denver. They're using the term insurrection. Well, they sent the corruption police. They have to redo this whole impeachment thing because it was based on the word insurrection. Sound familiar? Yeah, you bet they're taking a cue from the Democrat Party here in America. So this is the fight of their lives, and this is potentially buckles the whole right wing of the deterrence against China, and that's exactly why. So also, Yoon is actually really building bridges with Japan. There's a lot of hard feelings still from the Second World War. Totally understand that. That's not totally resolved, but he's reaching out to Japan. However, Lee is extremely anti-Japan and wants to break up that alliance. That's also what China is concerned about. So most of what's going on right now, this is a Chinese malign influence attempting to topple South Korea and really make it a enclave of China. So see, this is so concerning.